Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus.
To infinity and beyond.
Are you telling me that you built a time machine? How did
What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, and we got something a little bit different for y'all. But if you've been around the channel for a little while, something that hopefully we'll have to be back on a little bit. We have a movie watch along, a vibe reaction. It's gonna be Green Lantern First Flight. And then what you're thinking, why now? Why this? First, I've never seen this. As much as I have seen a lot of the DC animated movies, most of them have been, if they're standalones, they're probably Justice League related, maybe Superman or Batman related. Outside of that, I know they have to connect to the Flashpoint continuity, whatever they call that. I know I may have seen one or two Tomorrowverse continuity animated films, and of course, a lot of the classic animated DC superhero films, like I think it's the I don't even know, all the Under the Red Hood, like stuff like that, So this one is something in the spirit of, if you've been on my live streams, we've been obviously playing a lot of Marvel Rivals, but on the DC side of things, after Superman, I was in the DC mood. I wouldn't be surprised if they add a DC James Gunn world to DC Universe Online. That's kind of how crazy that game's got these days, in present day. But yeah, after watching the movie, I was like, you know what? I'm in a DC mood. I'm going to be experiencing DC world. I even re-downloaded Injustice 2 because that's probably one of the best NRS fighting games they've ever made. And I've finally made a Green Lantern character, a character I've been waiting to make for a while. I bought the power on sale super cheap a long time ago, and I ended up making a villain with that power because it's Sinestro for villain and it's a Green Lantern willpower for hero. So I was like, I want to make a speedster, but I also have this new power I just purchased, so I mixed the two, and I was like, let me save the flying Green Lantern power for the right time. And sure enough, it's been the perfect time, because it seems like I have been having fun flying around as a Green Lantern, which is some of the dopest powers in DC Universe Online. Complicated, not complicated, but it's cool and complex in a dope way, the way you do construct combos. And it's just been a good time. So the timing has been perfect. So we've been definitely vibing on the live stream side of things. If you guys haven't been peeping into that, but we have Lanterns right around the corner next year with all the actors from the HBO show. We have Peacemaker Season 2 with Guy Gardner. So yeah, it's just been a nice little Lantern vibe. So I even threw in some green for y'all. So we're about to kick back, watch this one, because I haven't seen it. I was going to watch it just myself in the background while I do stuff, but someone in the comments was like, man, this is like some Training Day or like the best movie ever, or this and that. And I was like, you know what, you watch this. There's another one as well, so if you guys love that, I'll probably have that one coming as well. I think I want to really call it Emerald Knight. So definitely like, comment, subscribe. To your boy is solid. I'm trying to get these numbers up, get some monetization. So if I do say subscribe and it does light up, that is the golden ticket for you, especially for you, to join the wave. Because trust me, we've been going strong with consistency around here. So this is on YouTube Movies, free with ads. You guys can watch along. It should be pretty easy for you guys. Hopefully I have the links for you guys in the comment. And yeah, this should be a real bright day. And let's get into the watch along. I'm gonna do my best not to rewind. I know on my personal watches, I'm a rewind machine. If I'm like watching something in the background and I catch something, I'm like,
I'll tell you, Carol, it's quite a setup here. All those stars, the blue water. Reminds me of that night in Cabo.
So far, it's kind of reminding me of Iron Giant a little bit. I don't know why. About the landscape. Oh. I think it's ABINSUR. I think I learned about immortals, which I guess is his son.
Find him.
I just watched Justice League New Frontier for the first time a couple days ago. So that's what really made me feel like, you know what, next time I do it, I'll watch it for you guys.
Carol? Anybody?
So if you guys saw that, it's cool how Hal Jordan's story is always similar but different.
It's the ring. It has chosen you. Take it.
I love that subtle knowledge about how the rings are translated.
On our Green Lantern, one of the protectors of the universe, the Guardians will send for you.
And the only logical response. Maybe at the end of this we'll have a talk about Sinestro, because I'm pretty sure he's in this one. Well, obviously, I know he's in this one. As we approach, let me know in the comments who is your favorite Green Lantern. It doesn't have to be an Earth Green Lantern, it could be any one of them. And we probably have some fans of the Squirrel who name I never know. Kilowog is always a fan favorite, at least in the streets I walk.
Was there an earthquake?
Where are you going?
I don't know. I thought I'd do some exploring, see some new sights. There's not much else to do until we get word on the prototype.
Well, at least the simulator wasn't damaged too badly. The tech...
Hey, Carol, gotta run. I'll call you from wherever.
At least I'm providing with the powers like naturally, as a natural.
Sir really is dead.
I think ABINSUR, I think I said and then Amon.
It was blown up with the spacecraft.
I want it off.
Someone's been practicing, and without a manual. My name is Sinestro. This is Boudica, Tomari, and you've met our charming Kilowog.
The ring isn't yours until the Guardians have decided.
We thought the trip might be easier for you in a more earthly construct.
I was just going to make a comment about them making that construct. I'm like, I know you were a big fan of X-Men, but I'm definitely digging Sinestro swag already. Letting them know. The Elite, High Council, etc. I don't know. Whatever cool names you call lanterns. My man was so thrilled. You guys should look into the Earth 3 Guardians. They're wild. At least the latest ones I was kind of reading. Bro just sped up his development to turn him into a beast.
What's the
When
crisis?
you think about it. He's giving me definitely Baron Mordo vibes, which is hilarious. Do give him too much for his trip? I feel like I need you to butcher me. Let's see. He probably did something shady, but we don't know how just yet. I do wonder if there's a reason that made Hal Jordan make a little mask. Maybe just naturally like doing the basket, baseball type stuff, you know, just American Pro. Just want to be maybe a superhero. But who knows? We're not even going to superheroes like this in this universe. We already know we're a Green Lantern movie. Let's just lock it. Got him hooked and fainting. Sinestro, wow, 10 minutes in, etc. I forgot what I was about to say earlier with this. And the more I learn about Star Wars and then Green Lantern or vice versa, back and forth over the years, man, who knows what comes first, etc. Blah blah blah. Like I know, obviously Lantern Wars and definitely, even over the last few years, the more Lantern Wars and I learn about it's just like, man, not only is it sick, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of synergy. I wouldn't say similarities, but I would say synergy between, even though they're not related per se. I can see how loving both is possible and like being a thing. Where it was an alien sewer, the worst kind of sewer. And with the WWE.
I annihilate. I am the one constant unassailable.
I like that subtle breadcrumb.
Forget that. You think I enjoy this?
The battery would power all the rings with the green element, the greatest energy source in the universe. Where it comes from, only the Guardians know.
I love how they gain information through energy through the core. It's like going through like the police files as a rookie. You learn more the longer you're there.
It's the one part of the light spectrum that can resist the green, and the most concentrated source of yellow energy is the yellow element.
See, I would usually rewind, but yeah, I had to lock in for a second. Yeah, they'll be trying to cover his tracks. Getting to everybody first. I'm just trying to lock into the formation of the yellow rings and all that good stuff. I like that kind of lore. And so I did miss a tad of it, but I'll probably have to rewatch later. I'm trying to figure out that one Green Lantern. That's all I had. I had everybody else in the Lantern Corps. I can see these like words like that. He said like that red face swine trying to flush me out. It's like, almost like they have a secret dark relationship with each other. It's like, yo, I know what you're doing, dog.
If I see one ring anywhere, just
I'm telling you, the rings are crazy. World's an astral dimension. Astral plane. Yeah, so I just love how those rings work. Like they're sending like hologram messages. He was on the Bluetooth, just on a random Earth satellite phone. Like your imagination is what makes it work. It's just like, yo, let me FaceTime someone across the galaxy real quick. And they're gonna pick up their random little Nokia. Now I'm wondering if they can make like teleporters. Like especially if you were more on the scientific side, you basically just build it from the concept, piece by piece. I don't know why. I've been thinking about Ben 10 a lot while I've been watching this as well. Ben 10 and Star Wars. And then go right into the fly spotter. And then right into the boot. Shout out to Fohead Doc. Faux Doc. I thought it was going to boing back for a second. I think he got snaked. I will admit, for 2009, there's definitely something about these 3D/animation blended with animation that still kind of works today. Shout out to them. Like this is like, is it a decade plus? Just when you thought you had the whole clogged up. I don't know who would have been worse, the front or back. Because we had to see his face the whole time. And that invisibility they've been doing wonders for them. Like, I wonder if we can just make the rain do like some kind of mind reading thing.
Vapor trail separately.
and no one else was on the ship.
Speaking of the invisibility.
Then who did?
Whoever took his energy rod. I sure as hell don't have it.
Your brash actions. You have placed me
God.
absolute turmoil.
Just make sure I got the 1-2 punch on. See, I wonder if like at this moment, do other cores exist, or would they do, but they just weren't written yet, so they're kind of retcon to exist. Kuchina, it's always just been yellow and green for the longest. But I know the blue is from an old Guardian, from the green, etc. etc. Let's see what Sinestro's up to. We need to get information from the rod.
Element, right? Yellow. You left it with the weaponers. Where are they?
Shout out to Sinestro. He's like, let me hide your corpse real quick. Oh, Guardian.
Where is the yellow element?
Okay, I guess that makes sense now. That I'm fighting all these Guardians of DCUniverseonline.
Well.
I guess just go Guard.
What's going on, Sinestro?
Sorry, Sinestro. I don't think you can talk your way out of this one.
The gnomes banish you. I offer you power. More power than you can imagine.
Fire turning point. So yeah, Green Lantern Sinestro is always a fun character, man. Body bag. Kill walk to the rescue.
Humans.
I was about to say, you're not afraid to catch your body on there. That was PG-13, but hey, it could have been done in, but not yet. And fingers. Hey, don't be scared now. So your own fears and your weakness.
Rising.
Hey, a good way to harvest a lot of fear.
It's lost its power.
Yeah, for a second I thought just his ring was gonna come back, but yeah, make it a ring of rings. That's making the statement. Sinestro's might. That boy. So I'm gonna switch my outfit up real quick.
You will have nothing. Not even your
Definitely a plot armor save. Yeah, Hal Jordan really is the chosen one. You know, this Luke Skywalker.
Good man.
He's like, what's a man?
It's dead.
Bro, Sinestro's getting bodies and injuries.
The lanterns.
Yes, all the ones in space with no power and no protection. You are generals without an army in a war you cannot win. How many more have to die?
Bro, just got an AMP out on all the lanterns. Froze up there for a second. He has the will to keep pushing through. What did you find though? Oh, like a little mojo crystal? animated. He definitely looking like my DC Universe character now, just green and glowing. Nice, you gotta have some baseball in there. You can't be more blind.
It's over, Sinestro.
I still have plenty of juice left in this ring.
I'm tired of constructs. Take these hands. Hands and hands.
Excuse me, poser.
Very creative.
Hey, I got a few tricks too.
Put him to bed. Another song villain, just flying in between patrol in the middle of space.
What's the matter?
I just learned the thing this morning.
I was waiting like when are we gonna get that oath, but I was like nice.
Day.
In blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light.
Perfect ending, per se. How did you guys like the movie? Definitely, you know, try to keep chatter to not that high, but medium a little bit. But definitely love the vibe of that. You know, similar first Lantern art, you know, Hal Jordan, similar to the movie, but you know, I think probably around the same time period as well. And it's always been cool because I know my first introduction to Sinestro, he was a yellow lantern, so it was always cool to find out he was a Green Lantern. Then going back and then eventually getting into the movie and all that good stuff, and now that's kind of like, you know, a part of the story. And then I know I messed up the names earlier. I think it was ABINSUR, but immortals, I guess is his son, who was a part of the Sinestro Corps. But I'm like, whoa, he's in DC Universe wreaking havoc. And yeah, just definitely, like I said, you know, it's cool when you can like live in the world and learn about all this stuff with different mediums. Same like with Marvel growing up and the Ultimate Alliance games and the Spider-Man games. And, you know, it's always cool. Lore and theories. That's why when I hear people always like, you know, it's not like the comics. It's like, well, you know, Planet Hulk animation isn't exactly like the comics, but it's still an awesome animation, and some stuff is still cool. But yeah, it definitely gets me to wonder. Like I said, maybe I'll do a full Green Lantern video. We'll see. Maybe I was supposed to do that with the Superman review. But where's Sinestro and the DCU? Since we're getting like an older Hal Jordan with the training John Stewart. So I'm like, okay, well, he's already Hal. Sinestro is probably doing some wild stuff. Who knows what's going on in that world? And then I always wonder, at least it always seems like in my perspective, even if it's like an animation or shows or just kind of even in games, it always seems like, yeah, obviously Hal Jordan and Sinestro is like their rivalry, but it seems like John Stewart is always like Sinestro's like, I won't say weakness, but he always comes in. So like, no, it always seems like John Stewart has Sinestro's number. You know, that's not his rival per se. Yeah, shout out to Sinestro. Definitely catching bodies. PG-13, but yeah, that's why it's always weird when I think about MK versus DC, the heroic brutalities, because I'm like, and then it's funny because like everyone's like, oh man, I like DC more because they're so dark and like realistic or this and that or whatever people would say. But then, like I said, you would have DC versus MK, and it's like, oh, well, MK a little too dark for superheroes, so it's just funny. But it did have me think about rereading and or finishing. I have to go back to, because I was reading Earth 3. It was a newer Earth 3 story, and it was basically, I mean, the first part was Starro, and then it started to go into a little bit of some other stuff, and you know, it was the Guardians and Sinestro. Like, and it's like I said, it's always like a tug of war. You know, it was nice how it played out on that. Without spoiling that too much, maybe I'll go back and read that and do it on here. I'm surprised that those are buy-worthy, because I think I have physicals, and that's what made me finally get ahead to read it. But I was reading it on the app. DC, remember that. Feel free to sponsor me, DC. I'm down to watch more DC and definitely read more DC. And those apps are pretty cool. I'm definitely on board. And also, maybe one or two, because also, what's cool about DCUniverseonline is you kind of just get updated with lore and all the stuff that's going on. Because I don't know if you guys know, but there's ultraviolet lanterns in there, and Sinestro is like art behind that a little bit, and Legion of Doom, and I'm just like, well, just do Sinestro, man. Never gives up. There's even sorrow lanterns. I know in comics, I don't know too much about them, but I know there's sorrow lantern stuff in DCUniverseonline, and then they have all the other colors from, you know, a couple years. But yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, they have like, it's crazy. Yeah, I know this game is still alive and it's still new, but and like, you know, you could like, okay, they could develop stuff. But not only do the developers add stuff, they add like kind of current stuff too. Right now, there's a lot of absolute Batman stuff going on. Batman Who Lives has been a feature part of the game ever since he probably was alive. Tons of cool posters in the game, you know, comic books from like newer comics, and it's just like, yeah, dude, it's not too shabby, man. They're doing pretty good stuff. That's why, like I said, I would be no surprise if not only if lookalikes, because I'm sure you can probably make your character look like the DCU versions of the characters as they present themselves. You can kind of adjust them, but I wouldn't be surprised if you actually can get an episode that's DCU James Gunn related at this point. Because if you play the game, you know there's the House of Legends, the Multiverse, the Council of Alexis, the Council of Batmans. There's all the multiverses. There's legitimately, as soon as you load up into the House of Legends, you look to your left, there's 2 Guy Gardners that are both Red Lanterns. So it's just like, you know, they can have so many different Supermans and Batmans in that game. It just makes sense with the online function. So shout out to everyone that they got, and all the people involved over there for keeping that game alive. Yeah. No qualms with the movie. Like I said, that was definitely a good watch. Homegirl definitely got done up for the cause. But yeah, Sinestro, it always makes me wonder, like, in a way, like I said, like this dude is still kicking with the yellow, like, from a perspective of willpower. And that was one thing I was kind of wondering. Like, how are the roles of the power? Because sometimes, like, is it the battery? Is it the motion of the spectrum? It's in the mix between both. Is green really weak with yellow? In some canons like it is, or like that's not the only weakness. It's just, I don't know. It's crazy. But yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, I know the Blue Lantern is like a guardian who kind of saw more power, but it was like saw them hope to be more powerful. And I guess he like went off its own sector. I'm trying to think of how all the other ones start. It's starting in like weird ways, but like it's kind of cool. Like how they all have an origin connected to the emotional spectrum. But yeah, like from a willpower perspective, like, dude, Sinestro kind of has to be, like, is he technically the strongest, if not Green Lantern, willpower Lantern? Because that's what this dude is. Obviously, you're writing wise, story wise, keep him alive, but yeah, this dude, no matter what color, no matter what ring, he's definitely gonna, he's never gonna give up. But if you guys are fans of DC, like, comment, subscribe. We should probably have some more videos. I'm trying back to back one, but we probably won't do that. But yeah, follow the streams. We'll probably be continuing DCUniverseonline as well as other games. If you're on Xbox, holler at your boy. You're online. Like, subscribe.
Say that again?